here is the columns and rows. For us, this is the HRMS. Under this, there is a employees by salaries, payroll, attendance. These are the objects. And in the Excel, if you observe, there is only columns and rows. Here is the columns, is a key. Generally, technology, generally the key. This is the record. Record is a field. This field is the this is the record. This is the field. This is the column also. So here, Excel, if you say there is a format for the numbers, text,
Data format.
data format. The same way we have 32 types of fields. Data format fields we have.
In Excel.
Excel have lesser
Okay.
possibilities, but we have 32.
So you're talking about your application.
Yeah, when I'm talking, the Excel can do only you can type and you can edit the things.
Correct.
But here, what happening here? What you deleted, what you edited, how many times you edited,
Edit.
who edited, and who worked on this record, the hierarchy, when who created this record, and who is under working, whom to take reporting, otherwise monitoring. These all missing in the Excel. Other than this, entire structure, our application works like Excel.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you want, you can frame yourself. And if it is a, for example, lead management, take name, phone number, email ID, status. Here, when this is the sheets, sheet 1, sheet 2. This is the object we are following. This is the lead management. This is the deal management. This is the contact management. This is the company management. So how Excel is working, the same way our application also works. Same. Only thing there is what people are doing. We are showing all the records and automation we are providing. In the Excel, there is a macros
for automation.
For automation. That is, there is a simple way of understanding automation. We have
Hello everyone. Let's start. All right, let's start with the basic. Have everyone heard about PostgreSQL? Like yes or no, you can type. Hello, I've created a poll. Can you just tell me at what level you are? Like how good you are in with databases, like SQL or any which you have used previously. You can type or you can just select on the poll. Okay. Okay. We'll start with our SQL. PostgreSQL, okay? Or some people call it as Postgres or Postgres SQL. But what does it mean? Think this way, okay? If an Excel is a notebook, then PostgreSQL is a library. Okay, Excel is great if you have few hundred rows of data, but when you have millions of rows, then when you need to check and ask complex questions to the data, when you need to make sure the data never gets corrupted, that's where PostgreSQL comes in. Here is here are three main reasons why PostgreSQL is awesome. First one is it's reliable. Okay, with over 30 years of active development in the community, it's very reliable. There are many libraries and there are many what's the content for PostgreSQL. There are many active developers working on this, and there are many portals where you can just ask the question and you will get your solution. Okay, think about that. It has been tested by thousands of companies and might be billions of queries has been run on that, and it has massive real world problems. Okay, it has solved many massive real world problems. When Postgres says something will work, then it will work. Okay, and it is robust. Robust means PostgreSQL handles huge workload without crashing. It's very strong. Companies like Spotify, Netflix, Instagram use PostgreSQL, making it millions of queries running, like millions, not in millions. It might be in couple of millions of queries. It is running every second. Terabytes of data has been running, and it's still working without any issues. The third reason is it is free. It is free for all. It doesn't charge any single paisa and single cent from you. And the favorite part is it's open source. No license is required. No hidden cost. No surprise. You can just download the PostgreSQL from their website and you can install it and you can start directly. That's why many people in the world, many companies use PostgreSQL because of its reliability, robustness, and free. That is very unbeatable combo in this world where everyone is charging you some amount, but Postgres is giving everything for free. Why use Postgres? Because we can use it for data integrity, like ensuring your data is valid and consistent. Means data integrity means your data won't get corrupted or messed up. It will be there as it is, how you have stored. No need to what is it, check again and again. It will never get corrupted. Okay, imagine when you are managing a bank, okay, and a customer has 1,000 rupees in their account. They withdraw 500, but because of system error it has been recorded as a 1,500. Okay, they have took 500, it has to show 500 remaining, but due to some system error it is showing user have created 500 in their account. So that is bad, right? And that will make bank go bankrupt. So this is why Postgres has a ACID compliant ACID. That means A means atomicity, which means transactions either complete or fully, or not at all there in the system. Means if you have done some transactions, if the transactions has been recorded completely, then only it will be in system. Otherwise, it will just discard. So it will check again what happened previously. C means consistency. Data always stays valid in PostgreSQL. I mean isolation. Means stimulations user doesn't interfere with each other. Okay. If once has been recorded, it will be always there. And durability. Once saved, data doesn't get changed. It stays saved there until and unless we did some operation on it. So this is what ACID means. Atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. So your data is safe with PostgreSQL. Advanced features. It supports JSON, GIS means map data, and full text search out of the box. Means you can search the text there. JSON means the type of structured data. You can store JSON data. Means you can store a structured data inside a PostgreSQL. And you can store GIS means graphical data that is used for maps and to show locations. You have seen that navigation points, it may have some numbers. So that is a GIS data. You can do full search, full text search like Google search, or you can search in your database. Like you can search name, you can search the marks, you can search the locations, everything can be searched with the help of this function. And you can store arrays, ranges, custom types, and more in these features. And most of the database charge you extra for these features, but PostgreSQL includes them out of the box, and they too for free. Third one is community. It has very big, massive community of developers, companies, and enthusiasts all over the world. If you have a problem, someone has already solved it. If you want to learn something, there are thousands of tutorials available online on YouTube or Google. If you want to contribute, this community always welcomes you. If you have some solutions which is not yet done, you can just posted it in the PostgreSQL community, and the community support is very invaluable. If you have any question, just ask it. Anyone will answer to your queries, and they will solve your problems. This is why people use PostgreSQL. It keys concepts. Think like it like an Excel, okay? Thinking like a database, okay? Before we dive into SQL commands, let's establish a met metal model for the how database works, okay? The easiest way to think about it is to compare it to the Excel concept one databases. It's a whole workbook file, okay? The database is like an entire Excel workbook file. You have one workbook, inside it you can have multiple sheets, right? In a one single workbook you may find multiple different slides. Let me show you the Excel, how Excel works, and we will see how Excel works. See, I'm sharing you the screen. Here is the Excel file, right? So you can see here this is a one entire workbook. Here you can find multiple sheets. This is a basic sheet, this is formula sheet. There are multiple different sheets. These are sheets which we have used in the Excel training form. Okay, with the help of this, we did Excel training. We have worked there using this file, and we have worked on different scenarios using this data set. So this is what we have used. These are different cells, different sheets in the Excel. So this is what I want to show you. This is how workbook is. Now we'll move back to our SQL. Sorry. So that's what you have seen, the entire sheet workbook file. We have one workbook file. Inside it, we have multiple sheets. In PostgreSQL, you have one database that can contain multiple tables. Okay, table. It is like a single sheet in Excel. In your workbook, it is about restaurant. You might have one sheet called users, one sheet called orders, one sheet called products. So this is how you have different sheets. Okay, so in one sheet there is a user with customer data. In one sheet it has orders with order information. In one sheet you have product with the menu items. Each table has specific purposes. Okay, like that only we have tables in PostgreSQL which have specific purpose. And what is a row? Row or record? Okay, row or record. This is a row or record. Horizontal line. Okay, a row is a single horizontal line of data. User table, each row have only one user. Like example, one user data might be like username will be John, and age and city. This is a demographic of a user. That's the one row, one record of one customer. What is a column? Column is a vertical section, the header at the top. Okay, in the user table you might have column 1 name, column 2 age, column 3 city. Each column represent different type of information of a user. Okay, let's have one small hands on this. Let me show you with the help of PostgreSQL. Let me share my screen just a minute. It will take some time to start. This is a loading screen for Post pgadmin. It might take a minute or two. We are starting a server, so it's taking a time. So here you can see this is a row, this is a column, this entire thing is a table. So this is how our database looks. And pgadmin is a tool, okay? While you can use command line like psql, most of the beginners like me start with pgadmin. Okay, this is a PostgreSQL server. It is a graphical user interface server that let us view tables, run queries, manage your database with a simple clicks. Or you just type it, you will get answers. So our pgadmin has been started. We have to reload it. Okay, here is a database. We'll start a servers also. Okay, the servers are getting started. So this is okay. Here is a small example of students. Okay, here we have created a database, student practice database. Okay, and inside the database we have created a table. Table is student ID serial with a serial primary key, means we don't have to give primary key, it will take by itself serially 1 2 3 4 5. Then we have created given the name where it's at 50, then age integer, and city where it's at 50, and marks. This is a schema which we have created for our table. If you run this schema, we can find how our database will look. We will run this. If we run this, we'll get okay. Telling student is already exist. So before this, we will delete table students. Okay, if we run this query, everything will be lost and deleted. Just run this file, just run this query. Okay, just a second. I will. There is some error with this thing. Just a minute. I will share it. we have to drop this table. Okay, so we have to drop the table. Control. If you run this, student table will be deleted. Can't delete the table because there's no objects in it. Contain. Okay. There is some issue with the connections with this table, so we're not able to delete this thing. Okay, I will run it directly. Okay, it has already there in the table. We'll insert these rows. Yeah, then we will see how our tables are there or not. Select star from students. If you run this query, we will get our students table. So these are the tables which we have. We have 20 students. So this is what table look like. We'll see. This is how table look like. And if you can see, these are the records. These are the rows, which is also known as records. And column is a field with a header name image. Okay, this is a header. Okay? These are the headers. This is a column. This is a column. Age is a column. City is a column. These are the columns which have different data in it, but related to some single. Actually, age is 18. City is Hyderabad. So this is how it will be interlinked. And we'll go to next. What is PG admin? It is a software where we can run our queries just by clicking. We don't have to use command line. Before we have used command line to run our PostgreSQL queries, but now we can directly run in our graphical user interface. So this is what it is. And basic data types. Just a minute, I will share again. Basic data types. In SQL, we have integers as we have used data types in Python, right? Here we have same, but for string we will call them as a variable character, and for date it's different. Okay, here we have date and int is there. Int is same. For string we have used variable character. Boolean is there in Boolean same as Python, and there is date extra in what do you say PostgreSQL. Integer means whole number, variable means text with a string, and we will give n. N means a limit. Okay, if you write 50, then we can give only 50 characters. This is how a varchar works in SQL. And then Boolean means just true or false, nothing else. To check a condition is true or false. That's what we do here. And date. Date means right. And date might be in any format. There are different formats in date. Here DDMMYY or a YYDDMM or any date. It will be based upon countries or locations. So you can choose any format of the dates. So here's what a basic data types looks like in SQL. And PG admin is a graphical user interface. It means we can use buttons and menus to do our work. And you can see in the you have saw in that tool, right, where you can see tables visually and click buttons or to create tables, type SQL in a text editor, okay, and view results in tables below the queries, manage everything with mouse and keyboard, okay. For beginners, PG admin is way to go. That's what we will be using today, okay. We have used the tool, and inside the tool we have saw everything. Yeah, we have saw the data types also. Why we have saw means because data type matters. If the column is supposed to hold ages, you want numbers only, not text like 28. If the column holds email, you want only text, not in numbers. Okay. These are some of the data types which I have shown. The whole number means int, and the text means varchar. And if there is true or false or yes or no, then it means boolean. And the fourth of the type of data is date, which is used to store dates. Yeah, and there are many more data types like decimal, time, JSON, array. But these four covers 90% of what we will do and needed to start. Okay. And here's the key. Choose the right data type for each column. Postgres will make sure the data matches the type, and it will choose the data accordingly. For next is creating a table. We'll use this create table student or users here. Okay, we have create table as a students. We'll create a new data set. Okay, now see, I'm sharing the PG admin again. Include sound this. See, we'll create a new database. Create a database. Here, so you have to create a database, and we are creating database for user data. User data, and we will save when we'll keep everything as it is. Okay, we have created a user data, and inside it we will start a query tool. See, user data PostgreSQL 18. Now we have to write a query here. So this is a table, create table users, which we have seen in PPT. ID will be serial key. So this is our query to write. Here we have to query properly. If I run this thing, there is a table created. Okay, and if you want to see what is how a table looks, then you just have to write this prompt or query. Select star from users. If you run this query, then you can see how our table data look. See here, we have created a table data with an ID, username, and email, age, and created at date. It is a date. Okay, so these are the columns which we will have in our data set, and we have to now pollute with some details of users. Okay, So this is how you have to create this is how you have to create a table with first we have to write create table, which means you will be creating a new table, name users. In it we are adding 5 columns with the different data. First will be ID, second is username. Username means name of the user, email means email of the user, then age of a user, and what date the account has been created. So this is how we have to create a table. Okay, we'll move back to our page. Share. So after creating a table, we have to insert a data to the table. Okay, here are some values where we have to insert, like these are some different values, but we have created this table differently, so we have to add the values accordingly. Okay, is active or not. So we'll add the data accordingly. So for so you can see how I have inserted into the rows, right? So wait, I have to share again this process equal, so you can so so we have created a table. Now we have to add the data. So this is the data what we are adding. Okay, so just we have to run this insert values into this, and if you run this thing, our rows will insert it automatically. And to check, we just have to run this. See what data which we have given here is inside the table. You can see the output. IDs, we have not given any IDs. We told the program to take IDs automatically, so the IDs has been taken automatically, and the names we have given, usernames we have given, like John Doe, Sarah Smith, Ali Khan, Priyanka, Priyaraj, Mohammed Azim. So these are the usernames, and the email for that users. Okay, and we have given random age and the name and the date when they have joined. Everything is random, and our data set has been created. So this is how we have to create a data set. Just a second, my battery is down. Okay, so we have added the data. We have polluted the data sets. So see, this is how you have to insert into student users, username, age, email, created down. These are the values which we have provided below. And for after each value, we have to give comma, and at the end we have to give semicolon. So it means our query has been ended. So this is a syntax how we can add the data to the data set. You can add single values, if you can add everything at once. It's your choice and your call. According to your need and your convenience, you can add data. So we'll go back to this. So I'm sharing the PPT again. Yeah, this is how we have added. We have used insert into command, and we don't need to insert ID and all because we have given serial, which means suppose SQL will generate our IDs automatically. Yeah. So third step is retrieving the info. Okay, means we will use select command, and star means we are taking all the details of what we have given to the system. Yeah, you can list specific column based on your preference. Example, you can use single rows or single columns or entire. See, we have asked, this is the query which will give entire table, or if you want only one or two columns, like select name, username. Okay, username, comma, age. If you run this, you will get only two columns. See, you have got only two columns, username and age. Based on your requirement and convenience, you can run this query and you will get the desired result. Sorry, I have to share this again. I was sharing. Sorry for, yeah, I'm sharing the entire screen now. So I can directly go here. Yeah, this is how you have to read. So see, if you give star in place of this, products, if you give this star, if you run this thing, then you will able to give entire data set. But if you want only some things like age and username, then you have to run this query. You have to give the column names explicitly, then it will retrieve what you want. Okay, so this is how you can see, or in place of age, in if you want to see age or email, just write email and play. You will get email instead of age. Similarly, if you want to see created or anything according to your choice, then you have to change it. Then you will get results according to it. Okay, and filtering the data. Here you have seen here. This is a query. So we'll ask. We are giving the conditions. We are checking where. Now we have asked like age is greater than 28. If you run this, sorry, we have to add age also here. Age. If you run this, we'll get the users only whose age is more than 28. Okay, so this is how we can use where statements to create filters, and we can add date in place of is active. And if you want to see entire data belongs to users whose age is more than 28, then we have to give star here. Then run this query. Run. You can see enter dataset. If you change it to like 20, you will get whose age is more than 20. Okay, this is how it works. For next slide is aggregation. Aggregation means here you can count the numbers of rows and you can sum the number or sum of age, you can do average of age. So these are the some of the aggregation functions which you may find in SQL. So these are some of the aggregation functions. Is my screen visible, right? My screen is visible, right? Okay. So sometimes you don't want to see all the rows and you want to see the patterns in the data. That is known as aggregation and it's powerful. Okay. And aggregation one, we have count. Count means how many rows are there in the condition. Okay. First, we'll see this. Select star from users. We'll run for count. We have run for counts. Just a second, I'm sharing this thing. So if you run for count, take this down. Okay. This is a prompt for count. If you run this, you will get how many users are there in the table. So you can see count is 10. Means we have given 10 rows, so we are getting 10 as a answer, as a result, counting of the rows. So if you want to check count of users where age is more than 30, so we have to add this condition. We add this. If you run this line, you will able to see how many people are more than 30. So you can see in data set, there is 1, 2, 3. Only 3 are more than 30. If we do it manually, it will take time. If you run this query, we'll get that instantly. Okay, this is one of the thing how we can use this count state count thing. And there was other thing like for sum means if you want to add values, total values, so that time we can use sum. Example, here we can see sum of all ages. select, then we have to give what we have to do, keyword, sum, then sum of what we are looking for. We're looking for sum of ages because that's the only number we have. Age, then come out of the bracket. Then from where? From users. Then we have to give a semicolon and run this. So this will give us sum of all the ages. Okay. Sum of all ages 274 years. And this is how you can use sum. We can use this sum in order databases, like any database where we are working with money, currency, or anything, counting something. So at that time we can use this sum function to do all our summations. And our next aggregation was average. Average will use average to calculate the average of the numbers. Like here we can see average age of the numbers. Just remove this, and the keyword for average is AVG. If we run this, we can see what is the average age of our students or our users. The average age is 27 years. So using this, we can tell our average age group is 27. And, there are some more average aggregations, which are minimum and maximum. So here only, just type min of age and run this. You will get what is the minimum age in the users. That is 19. If you want to see maximum age, just change it to maximum. So using this, you can see what is the maximum salaries of a person or maximum marks in the class using these functions. So these are some of the aggregation functions, and it will help you. Okay, like count will help you how many orders have came, how many rows are there in the table. Some will tell, some of the total will tell how much revenue we have got by sales or something like that. And average means it will give us average number, like average age in our user is 27. It max means max will give us a maximum of the ages, minimum will give many of the ages. So these are some of the aggregation functions which are there in the PostgreSQL. So these aggregation function give us business insights, okay, and it will be good for your business intelligence. So there's the power of SQL. We'll move back to the slides. Our next slide is designing a schema. What is schema? Before you write a single SQL command, you should plan your database. Okay, the planning stage is called as a schema design. Think of it like an architect drawing a blueprint of a building, of the house. Okay, you will draw some maps before building the house. That is what how you have to plan the schema before starting the database. Okay, let's see. You are making one user management system. Okay, we have made one table, right? Here we have given ID and username, email, and we will take a new, what is a new table as a password, and we will give one. Just a second, sorry for the disturbance. Yeah, we will create one table with a student, sorry, with users and we'll create another table with the post, and we'll create one more with the comments. With the help of this, you can see with the help of these three tables, you can see like user ID where our table has been appeared, and we can use foreign keys to link with the different tables. So this is how you have to create a table. Okay, why we have to plan first? Okay, first is for clarity, to understand what data you need before you code. Okay, second is efficiency. Our work should not get wasted. No restructuring of the data afterwards. We have to do it from in first only. Relationships. You should know how table connect with each other. And scalability. You can design and grow as your app grows. So these are the planning of the schema is very important. Pro tips. Your table names should be available before only. Your column names should be predefined. Your data type should be predefined. Your primary key should be predefined, and your foreign keys for the relationships. So these are something you have to take care before writing a schema. Once you have a clear design, coding is very easy in SQL. Designing part is very hard, but it's totally worth it. Okay. So here is a summary of what we have learned. What is Postgres? Okay. It's a online source of open source database system engine. Okay. PGAdmin is a GUI, graphical user interface to manage your data. Create. We have defined a table structure. Insert. We have added new rows to our data. Select. We have retrieved the data using a fair filters. And we have see how aggregation filter works. Okay. Now we'll move back to the what is a hands-on session. We'll start working with mm, we'll start working with the tables. Okay. We'll create new tables and we'll work on it. Okay, let me start this SQL part. PGAdmin. Presenter mode. Okay. Okay, I have this SQL data. Okay, we will see here. Okay, everyone, please have please leave everything and please concentrate here. This is very important. Okay, here we'll start working on this again. First, drop if table exists students in this data set. So if you run this thing, our entire data will be lost. Okay, table have been dropped and our entire data, entire tables, entire data sets has been deleted. Everything is gone. So we will create a table first. So this is the query which is required to create a table. If we run this, we'll get our table has been created. And then after running this query, we are inserting data to the students. Okay, we have 30 students databases data, and we have added to the database. We have added student to the database, and we will do some small checks to the students. So if you run this, we are running count as total students from students. So we are checking how many students are there in the database. If you run this, it will give 30 students, as we have had 30 students only, right? So it will give 30 students. Then we are running this count per city, and we are grouping the student per city based on the city. So if you run this, in Mumbai there are 5 students, in Pune there are 5, Delhi 5, Bangalore 4, Chennai 4, and Kolkata 3. So here we have counted the students, and we have grouped by with the help by their cities, and we have ordered by means we have taken like higher students above, like which city have more students, it will come above. Which city has less student, it will come below. We have sorted descending order. Okay. Then we have select the course. Using course, we have selected this. So you see, there are three courses: Python, SQL, and Java. In Python, average marks is 83. Based on this, we have done this thing. Okay. So now we'll do some small things. As these were very complicated queries, now we'll run very basic queries. So here is the data set of all 30 students which we have added, and you can see select specific columns. Here we are selecting name, city, course from students. So if you run this thing, we'll get only name, city, course. See, here we have got name, city, and course. This is how you can get specific columns for your convenience. And next, we are renaming student names. Okay, here we have name. So we have to rename this column to a student name. We are just renaming it, and this will not affect our database. This is for our own sake only, not for the SQL. And now we are selecting students which are only from Mumbai. So we have select star student from where city is equals to Mumbai. So if you run this, we'll get the students who are only from Mumbai. So here we have selected the students from Delhi and their course is SQL. So if we run this query, we'll get the students from Delhi and who are learning SQL. So this is our output. If you change this SQL to Python, you will get the students who are learning only Python. So if you run this, we'll get the output. Okay, Python is in. Okay, this is a case sensitive. Okay, so you have to use as it is. So only one people is running Python from Delhi. And in Python, in SQL, we have range system. Okay, you can give range. If you want to see the students whose age is between 20 and 23, so you have to select all the students where age is between 20 and 23. This is a between is a keyword. With the help of it, we can work on range. We see here are the students whose age is between 20 and 23. There are 20 students from 30 whose age is between 20 and 23. Yeah. And if you want to sort from in descending or ascending way, you have to use a keyword order by. With the help of this order by keyword, you can sort the entire database. See here, we have sorted in descending way. Means uh, the greater number, the higher number will be above and lower will be below. From high to low. If you change it to descending to ascending, it will be low to high. So if you change it to ascending, it will be low to high. See, lowest results are above and highest are below. This is how you can use these keywords to select, to search, and you can see you can order by multiple times, and you can apply those filter to multiple rows. Here see, we have select from students. Now we are order by using ascending. City will be ascending, Bangalore will come above, and Pune will go down here. And you can see marks in descending way. So if you run this, you can see toppers from each and every cities. See, Aditya from Bangalore is a topper. Then Ira from Chennai is a topper. And Anaya from Delhi is a topper with 92 marks. See, like this you can see who are topper in their cities. So this is a way where you can do ascending, descending, and all those things can be done by you with the help of these keywords. You just have to think, and there is a keyword for it in SQL. So like this, there is a whole different keywords which I have wrote for my previous students. So I will paste this entire code in the chat. If you want to work, you can just copy this and paste in your SQL editor. Any SQL editor is fine. It may be Workbench, it may be PostgreSQL, or it may be any online. Like there is a SQL editor from schools, W3 schools. You can even use there also. And you, even any in any. So I am sharing this code with you. You can use this code to work on it, and you can easily learn because I have wrote it in very simple way and I've given comments to you so you can understand. So this is the basic things. Yeah, I will enable mic to everyone. Video setting. I don't think I can enable mic. If you have any question, just raise your hand. I will enable mic to you. Then we can have a small Q&A session. So here is a small homework assignment. If you can install a PostgreSQL in your system, then you can please do it, or you can use any online editors for SQL. There are many online editors. Just go to Google and type SQL editors, then you will get many ideas. Okay, so there you can just install in your local machine, or you can go to online, then create a table called movies, and with the columns title, years, and rating, and add the data in it, and you can write queries and see which are movies which have released after 2010. Similarly, write any queries, write any various statements, and look for it. You can do all the operations as I've shared you the SQL file, SQL coding. Just run that code anywhere, and you will find it find it whatever you want, and you can work on it, and you can add data, delete data. You can customize according to your need. That's what the data which I've given to you. And there are three different tables, and you can see how relationships are working there, how join is working there. Everything has been shared with you. So if you have any questions about installation, SQL syntax, this database design, please do let me know. Pratiksha, Triveni, Induja, Sojanya, Lakshmi, Sakshi, anyone. If you have any question, then please do let me know. Otherwise, we will end this call. Now you can unmute yourself if you have any questions. Otherwise, just give a hand thumbs up so I can end the call. And tomorrow we'll have our last sessions, which will be on what do you say? It will be totally on virtualizations, on business intelligence. We will be using Looker to do all the virtualization things. So if you have any questions, if you can do any research on BI, then please do your research and come back tomorrow. It will be very interactive session. I need your participation as well there. So it will be fun tomorrow. We don't have any coding there. We just have to drag and drop. We will use dataset and we will get a very beautiful graphs and you can tell inside by using that graphs. Okay, that's of our last final session. If you have any questions from previous lectures, then please do let me know. And I will be sharing my email ID and I might create a group for a future discussions on SQL, Python, Excel, and Looker. So if you have any doubts about them, then please do share your questions in that form. Uh, And there is one form like a discussion form on Amber Glow where you can post your questions. If you have registered, you can. If you have registered, you can go through that sessions. Okay, I will send the PDF in the group also. Yep. Have a nice day. Good evening. Bye.